Today's the day that we have been talking about for months now, couple months, and it's our last church service as Grace Life Church. I wanted to make this video just to explain why, as well as kind of going through, there's so much I think that's going to happen today that's going to be something I want to remember for forever. I just thought I'd talk about why we are doing what we're doing and what the next steps are and all that, as well as maybe walk through what I would normally do whenever I get here to this church and just set things up. We rent this church from Grace Chapel, and it's an awesome church. We've been through, let me think, this is our 5th location in almost 7 years, and this is great. It's a beautiful building. It's got everything that we need, and we're just thankful for it. But why are we stopping? Over the last few months, I'd say 2 to 3 months, Laura and I have been just really doing some self-reflection and asking ourselves the tough questions of, is this what we want in life? Is this all there is to the life that we feel we're meant for? And if we were honest with ourselves, the answer was no. And it's nothing against what we have going on at the church. It's just there's something else stirring here. And I don't even know what that is yet. A lot of people are asking me, what's next? Are you leaving because you got another opportunity? Are you moving? Are you getting a divorce? Just so many different ideas that people have come up with, but our marriage is better than it's ever been. There's not a job opportunity. We're not moving anywhere right now. This is just something that we feel really strongly about. And these last almost 7 years have been just so amazing. And I don't look at this end of Grace Life Church as a failure. We've had opportunity to just impact so many different people's lives. We've built relationships at this church with so many different amazing people. So it's nothing bad that happened. It's just this knowing. I'm sure you've had that where it's just, I know this is the right move. And I think what we do is we assume that whenever you feel like God is telling you to do something different, that it's just going to be this easy transition. And it's not necessarily the case. It rarely has been the case for us. The decision has been something that we know, but the acting on that decision it's very, very difficult. I think tonight is going to be a really tough one for me. When it comes to my future, like I said, I don't know. I've been wanting to get through this day first. When it comes to ministry, I don't know what my future in ministry looks like. I love helping people. I love those light bulb moments that people have where it's just, they get it and their life is transformed because of it. And that's what I've always wanted for people. And I want to continue doing that. I'm going to continue our church channel. What it will become and what that looks like, time will tell, but this is a tough one. This is a tough decision, but again, I'm so thankful for what we've been able to accomplish, the people who have joined us and helped us do something really powerful. And this isn't a failure. This is just the ending of a chapter so we can open another one. And I'm excited about the future, even though I don't know what that looks like quite yet. But that's what faith is, right? That's what faith is. If you had all the answers, that's not faith. Sometimes you just have to make a decision, stick with it, and step out, and things will work out one way or another. You just can't give up. And this isn't giving up. This is a changing of direction. But we're still moving forward. And yeah, so let's do it. If we could just learn to live that life, that's all I've wanted for the last 7 years. Just trust God, seriously. And it's something that every Christian says. Trust Him. And now we're ending. What are you going to do next? That, Proverbs 3. I'm not going to lean on my own understanding. And I know that some people, that seems like I'm just some schmuck who married a sugar mama, which is partly true. I always say that to people. It's like, how do we, because statistics show that churches don't last the first 2 years. Like 90% of churches close in 2 years. How do you make it 7? Marry a sugar mama. Easy peasy. But lean not on your own understanding. It's that simple. Are we willing to do that, or is that just a Christian thing that we say? Like Michelle said, I mean, there's things that I say over and over and over because I see a lot of people saying the right things, but there's no substance behind it. We have to hear it over and over and over. I have to hear it over and over and over. So that's my message. Lean not on your own understanding. Just trust Him, and He's going to direct your path. It has to work. I want to live a why not kind of life. Start a church. Okay. I'm not qualified. I'm kind of a jerk. Okay. I don't hug. I don't like hospitals. All of it. All of the things. Why not? Let's try it. Tony mentioned it, but it was a vision that I got when I was in Bible college about, I was praying, what is my ministry going to look like? And some of you have heard this, but I've got this picture right then. I got this picture in my mind of a drop of water that ripples out. Amen. And the stronger that center, the further the ripples are going to go. And I think that's what this has been. And so just because Grace Life Church, the 501c3 nonprofit organization, doesn't exist anymore after tonight, it's still rippling for the rest of our lives. And the lives that you impact are going to ripple out. And those are going to ripple out. And this church is outliving it. Just because we're not meeting like this anymore doesn't mean that this doesn't continue. It's an honor to be in this position for the last 7 years. And I'm very, very sad that it's ending, but we know it's the right thing to do. I would joke about Laura and the sugar mama, but honestly, if it was not for her, we wouldn't be here today. I would never have been. She's given me the opportunity to pursue what I really am passionate about, and we're all here because of her, honestly. And that's not. So it's tough. I still don't think it's actually set in yet, but next Saturday I think it'll hit me. But thank you for letting me and my family be a part of your story. And I hope that it does continue on. I hope that these relationships don't stop here. We'll all find a cool church, not as cool. Pastor, you'll have to find it'll be hard. Top this. And I didn't have anything to say, but trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. Seriously. And it's so hard to act on that. And so with Grace Life Church, I didn't want the empty words. I didn't want just more Christian rhetoric. It's like, man, do you know how powerful you are? Do you know how loved you are? His people are being destroyed for a lack of knowledge, not information. Don't you know who you are? Don't you know who God truly is? Don't you know? Just saying I'm thankful is not even close. And I wish I could go around the room. And I don't want to offend anybody, but there are people, unbelievable people in this room. I mean, the worship team. I never told them this, but they could be like a big deal somewhere. I didn't want them to like leave. It's like crazy. It's crazy what we've had here. Yeah. And then behind the scenes, stuff that, the amount of meetings Lindsay and I have had trying to figure this whole thing out. trying to get people to show up and stay and make it a place where we could at least trick them into being here so then we could like throw some crazy grace stuff at them. And it's just like hours and hours and hours of us talking, and Ryan and Thomas, and I mean, I'm just going to stop but you know who you are. There's so many people here that have had so many amazing conversations and put so much time and energy and money into this church. I could never ever repay you for what you've done. It's the fact that we made it 7 years, it has nothing to do, because I look at the people that we have and how amazing all of you are. There's only one thing wrong with this church. And they're looking at them, I feel like. It's just like, it doesn't make sense. Oh, that's okay. But it's just it doesn't make sense that we are where we are. And it does frustrate me and it does anger me. But I'm going to trust in the Lord with all my heart and lean not on my own understanding. Why did it go this way? I don't know. But we had a good run. And there's something awesome for me and my family. And I'm so thankful and honored to be a part of your story. Honestly. Well, that's it. We just finished up our last service as Grace Life Church. And it was really good. Really good. It was emotional, but just thankful right now. I don't think it's really hit me yet. Today I had this, it felt like this dark cloud over me all day, like it was just ready to just, like the waterworks were just about to start pouring. And so I was concerned about the getting up there, and there's a little emotion. I'm not the most emotional person in the world, but it just feels right. It feels like closure. It was just good all around. I'm very, very thankful for everybody that's been a part of it, and I'm thankful for just the opportunity. I'm honored for the opportunity to be a part of people's stories, and I'll never look back at this time with regret or look at it as a failure, because we accomplished a lot in 7 years, and the best is yet to come for all of us. So I think it'll all hit me. I don't know when it's going to hit me, but it just doesn't feel real quite yet. So we'll see, but I'm thankful. It was overall a really great service, and looking forward to what's next. Yeah.